I've been operating behind creators' businesses for 3 years now, and currently still today, I'm running my operating agency with 3 clients doing over 6 figures a month consistently. And recently, I've compiled all of my experience of what works into sizable prompts that I now use with AI to be able to get me results way faster than I used to do manually by myself. So everything is dialed in from sales to marketing to even fulfillment, to where literally it's doing 80% of the work now in my operating agency. My clients are getting better results than ever before. So in this video, I kind of want to give back and just share everything that I'm doing in my operating agency with AI to be able to scale up with multiple clients as fast as I am. All right, so we're gonna start with marketing, and I'm gonna show you guys pretty much how we do this on the marketing side of things. So going into it, I know if you guys don't know what this is Bobby AI, and I'm gonna pretty much explain everything that we do here with this. So it's gonna be blurred out, but you can see one creator that I recently have taken on, and pretty much what we do is this offer is already up, but I want to be able to move as fast as possible. So some of the first things I need in the marketing side of things is I'm going to need sales calls. So pretty much I just ask whoever, let me just get my hands on sales calls to see who's closing, see who's not closing. But also as well, what I just do is I just come over here, I go to the transcript, I copy the transcript, right? And then I put it over on a Google Doc and then download the PDF off of it, right? So that way, when I do this to all of the sales calls, I can actually pull it in here to where I can get all the sales calls, because I'm gonna go ahead and just take it. I'm gonna prompt it in here, and then pretty much what I'm going to connect to it and say is, hey, I'm pretty much, just picked up this offer, so my company could scale this offer up. Really, really high numbers. It's literally like all over the place. There's so many bottlenecks. I'm just like telling it what exactly to expect, and then pretty much just getting a offer breakdown, right? So what I mean by getting an offer breakdown is I'm essentially taking the sales calls and I'm asking it for an ICP to know who exactly I'm selling to. So it's gonna say the offer breakdown is pretty much just the specific, mentorship, what the price point is too as well. Like, this is fast. Like, I can literally get this feedback super, super fast. So I can be able to reiterate as fast as possible. Like, the whole entire offer, it's breaking it down. But also as well, it's going to start to break down the ICP, like I was talking about, the buyer's avatar. So what it's going to do, it's going to show like the sweet spot of who exactly we're marketing to, because this can help me dial everything in. Because once you know who you're specifically marketing to, bro, it's like literally free game after that. Like, you're going to be able to cook up a bunch of different shit. So once I can understand like who we're marketing to, and the AI understands who they're marketing to as well, because I'm going to be reading through all of this, right? There's no need for the sales calls anymore because we have our ICP. So there's not a need for the sales calls anymore. So you can just detach it. Now, what I like to do is I like to work, from bottom all the way to the top, because I like to have everything dialed in a way to where it all aligns and makes sense. So I actually start from the bottom, right? I have the offer, I have the ICP. What we're then going to do is we're going to create a VSL, and I have everything prompted with a specific VSL. As you can see, one of these over here is going to actually be connected, is going to be for the VSL, a prompt for the VSL that I've ran a lot of VSLs to as well to know exactly what to look for in a VSL. But the next thing that we're going to do then is we're going to ask it to make us a VSL, right? So pretty much what it's going to do here is, so now what we're going to go ahead and do is get it to create us the VSL. So, right, I have everything prompted with the VSL. If you guys need anything like extra prompting, extra help, you guys can check out the links below too. But what we get it to do now is pretty much we have the ICP. Now we're going to get it to cook us up a VSL, right? And the biggest thing here is having proven VSLs at work, right? If you have a competitor too as well, you can literally just record a Loom video over their VSL. Like, this is a VSL framework that works. We're going to use this as inspiration. But once we have it to be able to cook up our VSL here, now we're in the position to where it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm very confident that I'm going to be able to have a VSL that's going to convert very well. We get it to write out this VSL. And like I said, this is all literally going to happen in the span of an hour, 30 minutes, realistically. Because a lot of my clients be like, how'd you do that fast? It's like literally that quick, right? There's nothing else to really go into. It's really that quick. After you get it to write you out that whole entire VSL, cool. So now what we have is we have a dialed in ICP. We now have a VSL that's going to work. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through, and the next most important thing is the headline, because the headline, all the headline is pretty much just a headline to get them to watch the video. So now, since we have the VSL, we can use the VSL, right? We check out the script of the VSL, and the same thing, you just take all of that, right? It has all of that set in. You can put on a Google Doc or whatever and just be like, this is the VSL we're using. And then you can go ahead and just be like, okay, cool. Create me a headline that is going to get people to watch this VSL or watch this video. Super important, right? Super important stuff. But the thing is, now we're stacking on top of one another so we can have this dialed in. Okay, so now what we're gonna go ahead and do is just literally ask for headlines, right? So as you can see, it's cooking up a bunch of different headlines, like the 9 to 5 escape angle, time freedom angle, right? And these are solid VSL headlines, right? You just go through, you iterate of what you think personally is going to be the best headline for it. And then now you have VSL that's ready to convert and you have a headline that's ready to go. So now the next thing that we're going to use is we have the ICP, we have the VSL, we have the headline. Now let's get the ads out in. Let's start to create a bunch of different ads, right? A bunch of different variations of ads. And like I said, this is all going to be in the prompting because as I told you, I have a bunch of different prompting over here to get it set up. But also as well, something that you can do is you can take their YouTube videos, right? Just in case if it's not sounding like them or it's not understanding them, like if you don't have an old VSL to use or anything like that, you can just take a lot of their YouTube videos. Because this specific trading creator that I have, I just took their video on their trading strategy and just ripped it, and then now I'm able to go ahead and just be able to make, you know, a VSL and a headline that really resembles with what she's doing. And now once we have the ads cooking up, as you can see, we have a bunch of different ads here that we're using. We literally now have everything we need, right? We have a VSL to get them to go record, right? We just put the funnel on the headline, on the VSL headline. We have the headline to put on there as a placeholder. And then also as well, we have ads to send over to them. And like I said, this literally happens in an hour and 30 minutes. Now we have all of that scripted out. We have all of that done, and we have taken care of the marketing side in the most fast-paced, dialed-in way. Because this is going to allow you to have a framework to be able to take on 4, 5, 6 different clients a month, right? Because I recently took on 2 clients at the same exact time and got their stuff out in literally 48 hours. So then moving on to the next thing, which is actually pretty simple and straightforward. Like before, a problem was earlier on, I used to spend like a disgusting amount of time with sales teams, like a disgusting amount of time just like watching the sales call recordings would take up a ton of time. Because you got to think about it, like you're watching a sales recording and you're inputting on your own input, like it's like a review. So an hour-long sales call, honestly, like when you're reviewing it, it might be, you know, even longer than that because you have to stop, take notes, understand what's going on, right? It might be even longer than that. So what I started doing is, for example, like if I got this sales call, right? And I would like, let's take some from this new offer. This one didn't close, right? You can now literally just, you know, come over here to the transcript, take it just like this, right? It'll copy, you just go over here, you just go to a Google Doc, and then you just put it here, right? You just paste it in here just like that. Right, and then, you know, I sometimes just like to change it a little bit. So I just put did not close, right, just so I can know. And the same thing, the way the Poppy AI works is you can literally just take it here, share, no, not share. It's going to be on download. And then you download it as a PDF so the AI can read it because AI reads PDFs pretty well. And you just go back over here and then literally just do this. Boom. It'll generate the text. You can just make a new tab too as well. It's gonna be a sales one. Like sales call that didn't close, right? This is a sales call that didn't close. And then just in here, you can literally just be like, can you give me a reason why this call didn't close? And let's see, right? So based on my review, financial unpreparedness, wasn't ready for this today as I thought I was gonna be talking about something else. So this can easily show you that it's a setting issue, right? It's here because it's like if they weren't prepared, they weren't framed before on the call. So that's pretty much something you would have to bring towards the setter because I'm like, if he wasn't prepared for it, honestly might be a setting issue. Let's see what else we have here. Didn't expect to discuss pricing. So yeah, what this looks like is, you know, from just like, for the sake of this video, it just looks like what I would do here. I'd like, the first thing I would do then is honestly go talk to the setter because this lead is saying that they're not framed. They weren't framed well. They didn't even know that there was a pricing in play, right? So this is something that I would go to and take to the setter, which is super easy. Like the sales side is not a very complicated thing. We just honestly just put everything through like this. And of course, if it's like the AI goes through it, then if it's something like, oh, they didn't do this specific thing, we actually will go in and then review it, right? But we literally just do it with that just to make it as hands-off as possible. And then another thing that we use is actually, you know, data dashboards, like Looker Studio dashboards. And we get sales reps to fill out every single call, like with this a note, like what was the lead's name, what was their email, and then what did you do? Like what was the call outcome and the call status? And the dashboards end up looking, something like this. So pretty much like these dashboards will literally just allow us to be able to see whatever is going on, right? And then honestly see it by the day, right? So we can literally just come here and just like on, for example, like December 1st, just however it went, we can just see it by the day on what happened. So as you can see, like a 10% show rate on today is super fucked. Like it's something that has to be dialed in as soon as possible. So those are things like on the sales side that makes it easier. As long as you have tracked data and then you can use AI to review some of your calls to know exactly what's going on, you can actually fix shit really, really, really fast, right? Like super fast. Cause I can know immediately like, okay, what's wrong with the offer? Boom, show rate, let's fix, right? That's it. Show rate, cool, boom, let's fix. Easy fix. And now one of the last things I want to show you guys, because I want you guys to be able to just like look at this and see like how simple and how easy this is. But a lot of times on offers, one thing I really, really care about is fulfillment, bro. Like I want to make sure that everyone that buys any of my clients' programs are happy. And I want to make sure that my clients are confident in selling as many people as possible because he knows that they're getting fulfilled on. So I actually have found something that you can literally, and I'm not trying to be weird, but you can take, your offer owner, your creator, right, their brain, right, and allow it to be accessible for everybody else. And it's this little software that's called Delphi here. So as you can see, a lot of experts can take their brain and move it into like an AI, right? But you just literally take everything. And I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. But you then take it and you essentially plug it into any community. Like if it's a school community, if it's a Discord community, any type of community, and you just train, and not even train, you just show your members on how to use it, because it can come too, and it even gets to the point where it's crazy to where you can jump on the phone. Like you can jump on the phone and it's going to sound like them and it's going to give advice just like them. It's literally insane. So let me just go ahead and just jump into my Delphi. I have one of my clients' accounts on this. As you guys can see here, right, you can see, like, you can just go to audience and you can just see this is how many people are using it. So this person right here was last active December 23rd and sent 854 messages. This person sent 44, this person sent 146, this person sent 28, 126, 522. You can actually view the live conversations too as well. Like these are all the live conversations too. And pretty much the way that this is done is you just go in a voice and you just feed it, right? You just feed it more and more and more. And this one's new. The crazy thing about this is it gets smarter over time. The more it talks to your clients and your customers, the smarter it gets and the more it knows how to better answer questions. So the longer it's up, it's good. But what you do is you take YouTube videos, you take documents, right? You take sales assets, you take everything and you just feed it into like this little digital mind, right? And after that, like you can embed it into a lot of different groups. Like as you can see, like there's different integrations to where you can put it on a website, you could put it on Kajabi, you can put it in Slack, you can put it in SMS. I have this one specifically in Discord, but this is insane because what you can then do is you can just go in and actually talk to it and it's going to be, right, like copy coded towards the creator that you have. And it's literally insane. So like it would pretty much look pretty much like this. And it's honestly insane. Like it would look like this. People would come to it and literally just ask any questions related to anything. And then as you can see right here, which is crazy, they have a phone icon over here where you can literally jump on a phone call with them and start a call, right? It's literally insane. And just having that makes the fulfillment so much easier and so much more dialed in, just because the biggest thing on offers is you're selling time, right? You're selling time to these experts. But if you're able to give unlimited time, plus, the actual personal time to the experts too as well, what I have personally seen is like you just saw, one person is sending 500 messages back and forth, right? If they're sending 500 messages, they're not talking to the actual, right, creator because they're getting the same exact, fulfillment and they're getting the same exact experience. So that is literally all you need. And that's how I'm able to literally just take on different offers and scale them up, right? Because I'm scaling up with the ads, and as long as the sales team's dialed in, right, we're good to go. I'm able to make ads, right, make VSLs, make headlines in literally an hour. And then I'm able to review sales calls in literally 10 minutes and then track data. And then also as well, fulfillment is never going to fall back with different coaches, hiring different CSMs, because this is all taken care of, right? This is literally what you do. This is like the full stack setup of what you do to be able to have this set up and have it ready to go and rip. But I hope you found this video valuable. Right? If you did, go ahead and just drop a subscribe. I actually have links below, like links to work with my agency or actually learn specifically from me because I'm starting up growthoperator.com again. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys again on the next one. Peace.